Welcome to the State of the Union. I just wanted to have your opinion. You've been to many editions before, and this year, why do you think the State of the Union is different and why is it special?
I must say each year it is different and it is special, but it is true that this year there is the coincidence of the State of the Union with a turnover in the life of the Union, because all the institutions will be changing leadership. And this happens at a time when the Union is particularly challenged from within and from outside. From within, a lot of attention is being devoted to the origins, the consequences, and the possible means on how to deal with the phenomenon of populism, which is so diverse in various countries, but also has so many different elements in common, and that deserves, I think, a much more serious and determined attitude on the part of the other parties and of the leadership of Europe. And then we are confronted with the Russian and Ukrainian problems, which is not just another one of the foreign policy challenges, but it's really intruding and permeating in itself the internal life of the European Union, being so close to our borders, being so much flowing into our systems through the supply of energy, and raising some issues of values of the highest importance. So it has to be hoped that, as so many times in the past, the European Union is able to be up to the test, which is a very tough one, and to react and go on with its construction.
Thank you. And I wanted to ask, what do you hope to achieve through this dialogue like the European University Institute is hosting here between policymakers and researchers and academicians? What is the objective and what do we hope to achieve out of this kind of dialogue?
The creation of European integration started if you want, 64 years ago this day, with the Schuman Declaration of May 9, 1950. And at that time it was possible, through a visionary proposal of a few men, to construct something of huge importance. Today, it's no longer sufficient to have brilliant ideas within restricted circles, because everything has to go through consensus in our democratic societies, a consensus which has to be much more widespread than at the time. I mean, the Schuman Declaration, I believe, is by far the most important act in the whole history of European integration. If it had to be submitted to a referendum, everybody is convinced that it would have been destroyed. So today we have the need of having more and more brilliant ideas, technically, economically, financially correct, and also to have those ideas fly with their own force and the force of those presenting and supporting those ideas. That's why there have always been many seminars and conferences around the construction of Europe, but in the recent period they have dealt more and more with aspects of politics, of communication, of psychology, of narratives. This is the word of the day, and that's interesting. And the European University Institute in Florence, as the Italian Prime Minister and many others underlined, is key and a pivot in this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.